Hello everyone, I'm here today with our head football coach, Mr. Tony Arcuri. Welcome, Coach.
Well, thanks for having me on the show today.
Coach, what are the strengths of your team this year?
I think we have several strengths. I think probably the biggest and the most important is the fact that we have some pretty significant team unity. Our team is together, our guys are together, and I think that's a big part of success in any sport. And I also think our numbers are pretty good. As far as Division IV schools go, being up in the 60s should give us some depth and an opportunity to play some guys on one side of the football.
Sounds great. What do you expect from the New Richmond Lions tonight?
I expect an up-tempo team. That's one of the things that they do well. I'm sure people are more familiar with University of Oregon and the tempo at which they get up on the ball. And of course, this is no University of Oregon, but they model themselves after that style. So up-tempo offense, I think that's where they hang their hat, and then just playing good, solid defense.
What are your thoughts about the other teams in the CHL this season?
CHL, I think there's a little more parity this year than there perhaps has been in the past. I don't think there's necessarily any clearly dominant team. I think that's great for competition. Overall, it's great for our league in general. Of course, Wyoming is always at the top of that list. Madeira's had success recently. Taylor has come on last year, and I think they're feeling pretty good about where their football program is. But again, overall, I don't think there's anybody that runs away with this heads or tails above anybody else.
Great. Now, what would you say was the biggest challenge this season to overcome?
I think there's a big cultural shift that has to take place and had to take place, and it's still, we're still in the midst of that. Football, biasly is unlike any other sport in the sense that, it really takes a full year-round commitment, and that's not to exclude players from other sports. We have to have that at a school our size. But those guys that aren't involved in other sports in the winter and spring and things like that, I think that was the biggest challenge to get people to understand that football success requires a commitment that is year-round.
Indeed it does. What are you looking forward to this season?
I try not to project season-wide, or season-long. I think one of the things that we're telling our football team, as you know, is that we really need to have a day-to-day focus, if not a minute-by-minute focus, a play-by-play focus. And I think if I get too wrapped up in projecting outward, what am I looking forward to, I think I tend to lose focus. So right now I'm looking forward to what we're going to accomplish today when we play New Richmond.
Well, thank you for coming on the show. Any closing remarks you'd like to add?
Only that, hey, football-wise, it's very tough for us to be successful without fan support. So I would say everybody out there, come out tonight, be rowdy, be crazy, be proud in your Indian Hill football Braves.
You heard it here first, Braves. See you at the game.